Okay, this draft for 49 Hubbard has some changes that Jay has added, and then I also think that Steve's comments were added to this one.
All right.
Correct.
It's 49 Hubbard Road, by the way. And see, at some point, you're gonna get roads and streets straight. So the very first line.
Yeah, I changed that in
Okay.
the final copy.
So how was it, this was the deeds book was different?
Yeah, I don't,
How'd that happen?
I copied it off a plan. So was there a different
It's
plan?
there's a new deed for the 49 Hubbard Road LLC that owns it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so, but what was on the plan?
Was prior to that, because the work was
Okay.
done as they were buying the property.
Okay, okay, all right.
Jay, on the second page, I don't know, you don't have a copy, but there's an excerpt from the minutes.
Wait a minute, wait a minute.
We've made changes to the minutes, so those changes will be reflected in the excerpt from the minutes. Everything in italic is from the minutes. Just wanted to give you a heads up, that's all.
Yep.
So you can just skip over everything that's in italics, because that's all gonna be changed. Well, a lot of that's
Does this
gonna be
system
changed.
work of having it in italics?
I like it.
Okay.
That's fine.
Because what I'm trying to do is, there'll be some standard language that gets into everything, and then the stuff that is pertinent to the specific will be in italics or bold, so that,
Can I clarify something? Is it a violation of open meeting law if we talk about a draft decision and edits in the draft decision? So in other words, I submitted my edits, Steve
Yeah.
submitted his edits.
Yeah.
These are all separate from each other. So
Right.
it's-
They're all going to
Yeah.
Betsy.
And that's the way it has to be.
That's the way it has to be.
Yeah.
Okay, she's the middle spoke.
The hub.
Mhm.
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
So we don't have page numbers, but on page 30, the end of the paragraph that begins with landscape consultant, this says, and additional larger pines were added to the buffer. I think we have a number for that size. I don't remember exactly.
Yeah, I think we did.
Want to bring up the plan, Kevin?
Oh, it was 16 footers.
It's 14 to 16.
You want to say 14 to 16?
Yeah, but it didn't make it into this decision. I thought it was 14 to 16.
I have my notes from last time. Hold on a second. My notes from last time. Because I did put the notes in.
These readers should have numbers there. Additional
I
larger.
had, what I was supposed to do is, I reduced, let's see, add 5 plantings flexos along the north property property line, 12 to 14.
12 to 14, was it?
Yep, and they asked for 3 and I added 5. So,
You're talking about the pines.
the pines flexibles, yeah. So this is, just so you can see, the last one and this one. These trees down here were the hollies in the last meeting. And the neighbor behind asked if we could add more hollies and move them this way. And then as we discussed it, we thought we
Especially
needed
being
larger.
larger.
Yeah, and having larger trees, and it was
You
hard to
talked
get
about
large hollies.
Serbians and other stuff.
So we got Pinus flexilis, which is limber pines.
Okay.
And so what I did was, on the plan, I moved the hollies this way, which is uphill, and I added the Pinus flexilis down here, and they asked for 3, and I put in 5. So there's hollies here, there's still 4 hollies, there's 3 here, and there's 1 here. And I also added a little tiny male one, so they'll get berries. And then I added 5 Pinus flexilis along here, which spread the screening all along the back.
So it's 5, 12 to 14.
Yep, instead of 3.
You also had it on
Yeah.
And right, and I
A lot
added,
of conditions there.
yeah, and I added these I had shown on my overlay for the last time, so between the sidewalk and the meeting, I showed the overlay where I added these. And then, since the last meeting, we took out these pine trees, the large ones, and we added this screening for the people next door. And those are the Glioplicatas, the green giants, that are, those are 12 to 14s here too. Keeping the 4 to 5 foot rhododendron, so this screening really is along this whole border. And then we turned this walk, because
Yeah, we
people
saw
asked
that.
to turn the walk.
Actually, that works pretty well, because now you get this,
Yeah, so
which
you
I
have
think
a nice,
they'd actually use.
yeah, you have a nice connection there. That allowed us to keep these trees. We put in this small wall, we kept all of these trees and that one in the middle of the
Right.
lawn by moving the recharge basin.
It's gonna look a lot better, I really.
Yeah, I think
it is.
it's nice. And then also, Sue's not here, but she thought that we needed to add some plants below the wall to buffer that. So we added some more plants down below the wall and another flowering tree. So there's really, looking up from here, where he was worried about, it's really pretty well screened along this property line and this property line. These trees here moved a little bit because we saved
Yeah.
these pines out here. So this kind of beefed up the density of that screen. It's the same
Right.
number of plants, but I think overall that it's pretty well screened.
It's a better plan.
It looks really nice.
And of course, we went from 38 removals down to 27.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, it's a good, I think it's a good looking plan.
Yeah, too.
thank you.
Betsy, on that same page,
What's the date on that? Which
Of the
one?
revision?
3.
29.
Yes.
Yeah, 28. 28, right?
3. Which page?
Betsy, on page 3,
Yeah.
in the second paragraph, that sentence inside the brackets with other question marks should be deleted.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
of
gonna
course, we're gonna
change
just
all the
plug
minutes.
in the minutes. We've already gone through all this stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna revise the minutes per our discussion and then revamp these 2 decisions with the minutes, the corrected minutes.
Page 4, does that one blank and fill in at some point? Where it goes out. The acres is average, the number of acres and size.
Oh, it was,
It's in the email I had sent you.
yeah,
It's like 1.33 or something.
it's 1.4.
That was the average.
Steve?
Mhm.
Then, somebody make a motion?
I'll make a motion to move to accept the certificate of action site plan approval for 49 Hubbard Road with the revisions noted.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
That's it?
Good night.
Thank you.
Thanks.
See you.